hours. I have everything done. And then I could come home and we can relax together. Have a nice relaxing day together because we didn't have too much to do at home either. It wasn't like a day where we have a million things we have to do. Like, we could sit back and relax and watch some stuff together, order some food, maybe have a drink tonight. We're have a nice relaxing day together with the family. It's nice. So I went out and I did all my errands. And the last thing I got to do is grocery shopping. Okay? So, first of all, one thing about grocery shopping these days, and this is like everywhere I go, all the carts are always fucked up. I don't know why, but almost every cart that you get at any grocery store is completely fucked up. None of them go straight. They all like, get fucked up. So it's just a chore grocery shopping to begin with, especially when you're loading up. This week we actually had to get some extra stuff because Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is next week, next Thursday. So there's a lot extra things that I need to get for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, right? So, I knew it was going to be a heavier shopping trip. There's going to be more stuff than usual or whatever. By the way, for full disclosure here, I do use reusable shopping bags. I used to not. And then basically right before the pandemic hit, I bought a bunch of these reusable shopping bags. And what I found is, man, it's easier when you got your groceries and you're carting them in and out of your house. Having the reusable bags just makes it easier. A lot of people say, it saves the environment. You can believe that if you want. I really don't give two shits because I really don't feel like my impact on the environment using shopping bags is that big. But I'll tell you this, it is way easier carrying your groceries around with reusable shopping bags than it is with those shitty plastic ones, okay? So, I have a bunch of them, and I have different kinds. I have like the ones that are, they're more like a plastic, almost laminate feeling to them, and they're kind of durable. You put your regular groceries in there. But then I have a couple that are like the heavy insulated, and they have like box sides almost. And I have like two of those, and those are really, really good for your like cold stuff. You put them in, you can zip it up, and it keeps your stuff nice and cold. Nothing, melts in your trunk or anything like that. And I just bought those earlier this year, I believe off of Amazon. So some of these are on the older side. Some of these are many years old. These reusable bags, I've been using them again since like pandemic era. And then others are more newer bags. So just for clarity purposes, I want you to have the entire perspective of what happened. Okay, got my shopping cart. I got my reusable bags in front of me in the shopping cart. There's actually a drink caddy in the cart, and my phone fits perfectly in there. So what I do is I have a list app in my phone, and I use that to track what I need for shopping, and I usually just pop my phone right into the drink caddy, and I check off on my list as I'm grabbing stuff and putting it in the car. I check it off, and that's how I shop. It's pretty convenient, okay? So, my normal day, I start usually into produce, get the produce out of the way, and then I move into the store. You go from the dry goods into the other stuff and the cleaning supplies, meats, and then you finally get to like the dairy and the bread and everything. So, normal day, nothing crazy. I think we got pumpkin pie because we want a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, so that's an extra thing. Some rolls. We're freezing so that we can actually have some rolls on Thanksgiving. Stuff like that. Cranberry sauce. Bought a couple cans of cranberry sauce in addition to our usual meals for the week. By the way, this is a shorter streaming week, which we're going to talk about later in the show. It's only a 5-day streaming week because I need my day off to be Wednesday of next week to do my shopping before Thanksgiving because I don't want to be out shopping on Thanksgiving Day. So we'll talk about the schedule in a few minutes here. But anyway, so as I'm shopping, it doesn't seem like it's anything of a little bit of an abnormal day or anything. Maybe there's a few more people in the store because it's the week before American Thanksgiving. But it doesn't seem like there's anything weird or anything. So basically, I'm shopping. It takes me about a half an hour, I would say, to grocery shop. So I'm finally at the end of the shopping trip. My cart is almost, packed to the top. And I've got a few things left. I've got bread, a few dairy things I need to get, and it was the cranberry. That's right. It was the cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. And, that's something I don't normally buy, right? So it's on my list, and I didn't know where it was in the store. And I'd gone up and down the aisles, and I hadn't seen it, which is a little weird because it's the week before Thanksgiving, and I can't find the cranberry sauce. So typically what happens is, if you can't find it in the aisle and it's something for a holiday, it means they idiotically put it on an end cap. Like they probably have like a highlighted area of the store where it's like on the front of one of the aisles. But the dumbest thing about that is, if you're shopping, where are you looking for the item? Where it should be in the aisle. Oh, well, we don't have it there now. We have it only on the end cap because it's a holiday. Then how are you supposed to fucking find it? You didn't put it in the aisle it's supposed to be in, right? Then they do this all the time. I don't know why, but they think that they're smart or something, right? So anyway, I am in this area where they have like refrigerated soups, dips, hummus, stuff like that. And basically the only thing left, like I said, if I went a little bit to my right, there was the aisle with some dairy like cheese, and then there was bread. So that's all I had to do to finish shopping. But it hit me, I was like, oh man, I gotta eat this cranberry sauce, because I'm gonna grab it now, I'm gonna forget about it, right? Let me just go grab it. It's gotta be on an end cap, right? So I'm not stupid, all right? I grab my phone to make sure I don't leave it in the cart, because man, I'd be a fucking moron if I left my expensive phone in the cart, right? So I grabbed my phone, I put it in my pocket, and I said, all right, so I'm gonna be walking away to grab cranberry sauce, come right back, and push the cart to the end aisles and finish my shopping trip. Now you might say, well, why did you not take the cart with them? Because like I said, the carts in these fucking grocery stores are junk. They barely work. My cart's full. So why am I gonna push my cart across the entire store to look for cranberry sauce just to push it back to where I was to shopping? I'll just leave it here for a minute, right? Now, why on earth would anyone think that something would happen, right? So I literally walk away from the cart to find this cranberry sauce. I timed it, actually. It was 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I found the cranberry sauce on an end cap. There it is. I grabbed it. All right, we got the cranberry sauce, right? I turn around, I come back. I was not gone for longer than 120 seconds. I come back, and there's no cart. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, someone must have moved it. Maybe I was blocking something that someone wanted, right? So I start looking around. I'm like, okay. And then I think to myself, you know what? It's probably over one aisle over. I'm probably misremembering where I left this cart. I thought I had left it right next to the hummus, but maybe I left it in the next aisle over. I look over there. There's nothing there, right? And I'm looking all around, and I'm like, huh? What is going on? So now I'm starting to think, all right, maybe an employee grabbed the cart thinking it was an abandoned cart from a customer that had just decided to leave, right? But I'm thinking, no, an employee wouldn't think that. I got my reusable shopping bags in the front of the cart. And by the way, again, I gotta reiterate, these are not brand new reusable shopping bags. These are not valuable. You know, you can buy these online for a few bucks. This is not like, oh my God, there's $200 of fucking bags in this cart or anything like that. It's nonsense. It's nothing of any real value, right? So I really start just looking around, and I'm like, so now in my head, I'm thinking, could someone have been like, I mean, maybe it's an elderly person and they're just confused and they grabbed my cart because they're just, you know, who knows what it could be. So I said, I'm going to walk corner to corner in this store. By the way, so I have cranberry sauce in my hand because that's all I have, because I went to grab it. I was going back to the cart. That's all I got is cranberry sauce, right? So I'm like, I'm going to go end to end in this store looking up every aisle. All right, let's do it. So I start walking, and I look down every aisle, and I realize as I get to the end of the store, it's not in the store. It's like someone, when I went to grab cranberry sauce, grabbed my cart and walked out the door with it. Now, I want you to think about how weird this is, okay? First of all, no, I didn't pay for my groceries yet. So it's not like, oh, I got robbed of you know, hundreds of dollars or anything like that at all. That's not the point here. The point is someone just took the cart, right? What really did they steal from me? The reusable bags. Is it a big deal? No, of course it's not. But they did get a cart full of groceries. But here's what really gets me, which I just don't understand. Okay, this is what really blows my mind. All right? Think about this. If you're going to steal, and you're going to a grocery store with the intention of stealing, like I want to steal from the